Let's talk about a new kind of internet economy, one that isn't driven by people, but by artificial intelligence. We're right on the edge of this new reality, but there's one giant roadblock. For an AI to be truly autonomous, truly independent, it needs to be able to do one thing it just can't do right now, and that's pay its own way. So that brings us to the core issue, what I'm calling the AI money problem. Put simply, AIs are smart, but they're completely broke. You see, they're not just chatbots anymore. They're becoming agents that can actually plan and do things in the real world. But they've slammed into a financial wall. And it makes sense. Our entire financial system was built for humans, which is now creating this massive bottleneck for truly autonomous AI. And this really gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? Your AI can research flights, it can compare hotels, it can find you the best rental car deals, but it can't actually buy any of it. The second a credit card number is needed, the whole operation just grinds to a halt, waiting for a human, for you, to step in and finish the job.
Now, look at the difference here. This slide just lays it out so clearly. On the left, that's the process for us humans. It's a whole mess of creating accounts, typing in payment details, managing subscriptions, juggling API keys. It's complicated. But for an AI agent to really be autonomous, the process needs to be as clean and simple as what you see on the right. Just request, pay, and fulfill. That's it. Instant, automatic, and no humans required.
So how do we get there? How do we build this new payment system for machines? Well, that's where this story gets really cool. Because the solution, believe it or not, isn't some brand new cutting-edge tech. It's actually a piece of code that's been hiding in plain sight, just waiting in the internet's original toolkit for decades. So we've all seen the 404 not found error, right? Well, think of 402 payment required as its long-lost sibling. It's a standard internet code that was created way back when, but was basically never used. It was designed for one purpose, to signal that, hey, you need to pay up to get access to this thing. Now it's being repurposed to weave payments right into the fabric of the web. And here's how that beautiful, simple handshake works. 1. The agent asks for something. 2. The server says, sure, that'll be 10 cents, and sends back a 402 response. 3. The agent pays and tries again, this time with a little proof of payment attached. And 4. The server checks the receipt and hands over the goods. All of this happens in milliseconds. No accounts, no logins, no humans. Okay, so that's the basic idea. Now let's meet the protocols that are actually making this happen. This whole 402 concept is being brought to life by two major competing protocols, and they're backed by some of the biggest names in tech you can imagine. So first up, you've got X402. This is an open standard coming from giants like Coinbase and Cloudflare. Their approach is what you'd call crypto-native. It's built to let agents and APIs pay for things on a per-use basis using stablecoins like USDC, digital currencies that are pegged to something stable like the US dollar. The goal here is pure simplicity for the crypto world. And then, on the other side, we have the Machine Payments Protocol, or MPP. This one is co-authored by Stripe. And the key difference here is its multi-rail approach. It's designed to handle not just crypto payments, but also good old-fashioned card payments. So it's basically building a bridge between the new machine economy and the financial system we already have. And this table just lays it all out, side by side. You've got the Coinbase and Cloudflare camp pushing the simple, crypto-native X402 standard, and then you have Stripe and their partners with MPP, which is designed to work with X402, but also brings traditional payments into the mix. It's really two different philosophies aiming for the exact same goal. All right, I know what you might be thinking. Making a full-blown crypto payment for every single tiny API call? That sounds really complicated, right? And potentially expensive? Well, there's a really clever innovation that makes it incredibly simple. And that brings us to this idea of a blockchain concierge. I absolutely love this analogy of a blockchain concierge. The technical term is a facilitator, but concierge just nails it. It's a service that handles all the messy, complex parts of a crypto transaction for you, so developers can just focus on building their apps, not on running a bunch of complicated crypto infrastructure. So what does this concierge actually do? Well, it checks to make sure the payment is valid, it submits the payment to the blockchain to get it settled, and crucially, it pays the network gas fees. Those little transaction costs? This is huge because it means neither the buyer nor the seller has to worry about having the right kind of crypto just to make the transaction go through. And the best part is, this isn't some theoretical thing for giant corporations. They're making the barrier to entry for everyday developers incredibly low. So that number you just saw, 1,000,
That's how many free transactions you get every single month from Coinbase's public facilitator. And after you use up your freebies, each transaction costs just 1/10 of a cent. This pretty much removes the cost for anyone who wants to start building monetized APIs for this new machine economy.
Okay, so we've got the protocol and we have the tools to make it easy. Now let's zoom back out and talk about why this is such a huge deal. This isn't just a new way to pay for stuff online. This is the foundation for an entirely new, autonomous internet economy. And this quote from the X402 spec, it just captures the vision perfectly. For the last 30 years, the internet has been all about making information move around the world seamlessly. The next 30 years? That's going to be about making value move just as easily. And just think about what this world could look like. Imagine paying for an AI model by the fraction of a second you use it instead of a flat monthly subscription. Or paying a few cents for just one news article instead of for the whole website. We could even see AI agents that run their own businesses, autonomously paying for the data and the computing power they need to operate and grow.
And that really brings us to the final big question. We are building the financial plumbing to give AI economic power, to give it a wallet. So the most exciting question isn't just about how machines will pay, but what entirely new services, what new economies, and what mind-blowing innovations they will create once they are finally empowered to do so. I mean, what do you think they'll build?